Sagittarius, welcome to your twin flame reading here at Soul Evolution Tarot. It is a timeless reading, so whenever you're going to come across, trust that there might be a message for you. This reading is not a continuation from previous readings, so please keep that in mind. I'll be tapping into twin flame collective and looking at your divine masculine energies first, then your energies towards them, and then the connecting energy for both of you. Also, I'll be pulling some oracle cards and messages from your divine masculine. However, keep in mind it is a general reading, so please take whatever is resonating and leave what doesn't. Also, remember that energies are not gender specific, so assign the rules for yourself as needed. Cross watchers are welcome. Other than that, this reading is for the sign of Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. If you will feel guided to exchange energy on this channel, please consider liking this video, subscribing to my channel, sharing, or leaving me comments. I just want to say thank you for being here and for providing your support and feedback. Okay guys, now let's get into your reading. My spirit guides that do no harm to me or through me for the highest and greatest good of all, please come with clear guided messages. So before we begin, I'm just going to quickly mention that we are in the middle of the Lionsgate portal, and the peak of these energies will be on August 8th, which is very soon, and I just wanted to let you know that it is a very great opportunity for manifesting things into your life, because at this time the energies are amplified and you have the ability to attract a lot of great things. Okay, so you could use this opportunity if you like. So for some of you that are not aware of this, I just wanted to let you know. Now let's get into your reading. So Sagittarius, just think about your divine masculine and let's see what current energies are surrounded. Okay, so this card just popped out. We have the Union card coming through. Okay, so it looks like cards really want to talk today. Okay, let's see here. What other energies are surrounding your divine masculine at this time? So we have ashamed coming through, and let's get one more. And we have compassion. Okay, let's take a minute and see what is going on. So the first card that popped out of the deck is the Union card. So I feel like your divine masculine is currently, thinking about this union between you, and then they might be really wanting to come into this union. However, I feel like they constantly being guided by spirit to come towards you, divine feminine, and they might be lately thinking about this a lot. Okay, now we also have a shamed card. So at the same time, this divine masculine might be feeling ashamed for some things that perhaps they've done. Okay, so they might be really wanting to be with you, but at the same time they do feel some sort of maybe even guilt or shame for what has happened between you two, and maybe this is really preventing them from coming forward because they do feel uncomfortable and maybe they're sorry for what happened between you two, so they're kind of trying to process what they're feeling at this time. We also have compassion. So I feel like this divine masculine also has a lot of compassion towards you, divine feminine, and vice versa. They also feel your compassion towards them. So they might really feel your energy at this time. And really just sense that even though there might have been things where they might have hurt you in the past, but you still have a lot of compassion towards them, and this divine masculine is really picking up these energies at this time. Okay, so let's put these cards here and let's get some tarot. So let's look at their mental space and see where they're at in regards to your connection in you, divine feminine. So what is happening in their mental space? We have 7 of Pentacles coming through. We have Major Arcana, the Chariot. And we have 6 of Swords. Okay, so we do have 7 of Pentacles, the Chariot, and 6 of Swords. Okay, so we do have 7 here. Okay, so 7 is a divinely guided number. So for some of you, if you've been lately seeing 7, there might be a message for you. You might want to check that out. But what I'm getting here with the 7 of Pentacles, that this divine masculine has been doing a lot of contemplation about this connection and about what's really going on in your connection at this time. I feel like they've taken their time to really think through and maybe acknowledge their own behavior and what really has caused a lot of, you know, maybe pain and disconnection between you two, and now they're really perhaps starting to see where they've done things wrong, okay, when it comes to this connection and you, divine feminine, and they're really unhappy as what the situation has led you to, especially if you guys in total separation, not talking to one another, not seeing one another. And there's definitely a strong desire to come see you, divine feminine, with this Chariot card. So they do want to perhaps come forward, reach out to you, and they're really thinking about if they're if once they do this, once they take this action, how are you going to react? Because they're not sure if you're willing to accept them back. Perhaps they've done something where they're really feeling ashamed at this time, and they're not sure whether or not you're going to forgive them for things that they've done. But there's definitely a strong sense of wanting to come see you with this Chariot card, and also they do want to move this connection forward to progress in this connection, and perhaps even come into union with you, because we did get the union card. Now 6 of Swords does talk about them moving away from the past situation you guys had together. So they really want to move on from anything that was not serving you or them in this connection, and really move into a place of harmony for both of you. So they're really taking their time and trying to find solution how they could really perhaps make amends with you and bring the situation into balance. So I feel like at this time, this divine masculine does a lot of thinking, and they're just trying to find the best solution for this connection. They're definitely missing you. They're definitely thinking about you a lot. And as I said, they are realizing perhaps things they've done in this connection and what went wrong. They're definitely acknowledging all of that at this time, okay? So let's see when it comes to their heart space. So what's happening in their heart space? What are they feeling when they're thinking about you, divine feminine? Okay. We have the Emperor, Major Arcana, which does represent the divine masculine energies. Also, this is the Aries energy, so your divine masculine might be an Aries sign or a fire sign. Okay, we do have Ace of Swords, and the Chariot is the Cancerian energy, so also your divine masculine might be a sign of Cancer. And we do have the King of Swords. Interesting. So when it comes to their heart space, I don't see a lot of emotions coming from this divine masculine, because it is interesting, we have a lot of masculine energy represented here. So we have the Emperor and King of Swords, and both of these energies represent someone who was very authoritative, but at the same time they're very emotionally detached. So maybe this divine masculine is struggling with opening up their heart space, because King of Swords is someone who's very logical rather than emotional, okay? And also King of Swords might be someone who's emotionally detached or emotionally unavailable, okay? And Emperor too, they're never actually like showing their true feelings, even though deep down they might be feeling a lot, but on the surface Emperor does not really show their feelings, because they don't want to come out as someone who might be perceived as vulnerable or weak, okay? Emperor always wants to be in control, so I feel like this divine masculine is really trying to control their own emotions. Even though they might have these emotions towards you, they're really trying to stay in control all the time and not let their emotions take over. And in this particular case, since we do have two very masculine energies here, this divine masculine might be still struggling with opening up their heart to you. Even though we do have the Ace of Swords, that means that this divine masculine does really want to be authentic with you, doesn't really want to speak their truth, perhaps maybe be honest with you about their feelings. However, they are struggling to really, you know, even acknowledge to themselves that they have these strong feelings for you, okay? So they might need to work on their heart space and really try to tap into these energies where they might be, you know, trying to open their heart to divine feminine. But at this time I do see them really controlling their own feelings at this time for some reason. Maybe this divine masculine has never even felt anything like that with anybody else, and they are not even sure how to handle these intense emotions, and that's where maybe this divine masculine has some sort of coping mechanism where they're really, when they start to feel something, they really guard themselves, preventing from feeling those emotions, because they're just not sure how to handle these emotions within themselves. So in terms of emotions, this divine masculine needs to definitely work on their heart space and be more open and vulnerable in order to receive and give love, okay? But they do want to be honest with you, divine feminine. So if there was some sort of deception in the past, I feel like right now this divine masculine is coming to terms where they're really wanting perhaps to tell you honestly what has really happened between you two, and it might not be something emotional at this time, but they are on the right path. I feel they just need to work through a little bit more with their heart space, to really open up their heart space, okay? So let's see what's actually shifting for this divine masculine in the near future. We do have the Strength card, another major arcana. We have the Page of Pentacles, and we have the Hierophant, another major arcana. So the Leo is the Strength is the Leo energy, and the Hierophant is the Taurus energy. So for those of you that might be interested in zodiac signs, okay, so The other message that I'm getting with this Ace of Swords and King of Swords, that perhaps this Divine Masculine feels ashamed for something that they've said in the past, and now they're really acknowledging this, and they might be really regretting, because King of Swords sometimes might be very direct and sometimes even harsh with their words. Okay, so maybe there was some sort of situation between you two where this Divine Masculine was very direct, or perhaps did not think through as to how they expressed themselves in the past, and now they're really seeing that perhaps they should have been a little bit more gentle with you, or perhaps a bit more careful with their words. Okay, so they really are taking time to contemplate with the Seven of Pentacles here. Now, what's coming in for your Divine Masculine? We do have the Strength card, the Hierophant, and the Page of Pentacles. With the Strength card, I feel this Divine Masculine might still be a little bit resistant to actually letting you know how they feel, that they might be sorry or ashamed in the situation, because the Strength card might talk about ego and pride. So this Divine Masculine might be still struggling with letting their pride and ego get in the way. Okay, but also what I'm getting with the Strength card, that they're really again, they're really trying to come off as someone who's in control of the situation, and perhaps they're not letting themselves come forward to you with the Strength card. They still might be holding back because they might feel, again, they don't want you to know that they actually feel ashamed for something, okay, because of their ego and pride here. But I'm getting that Strength card also represent a lot of passion and compassion. So again, we do have compassion represented here twice. So this Divine Masculine does feel a lot of compassion towards you, but again, they're not someone who's actually going to show this to you, even though deep down they really feel this about you, Divine Feminine. And passion, obviously this Divine Masculine feels very attracted to you physically. Okay, you might be someone who's very attractive, and they just really feel this magnetic pull towards you, but they're still trying to stay strong, not to let their desires, their emotions take over. Okay, now with the Page of Pentacles and the Hierophant, the Page of Pentacles, to me, there is a representation here that there's going to be some sort of an offering from this Divine Masculine, but since it's a Page of Pentacles, it might be something small. So you might hear from this Divine Masculine, they might reach out to you, but don't expect, let's say, this communication or interaction with them to be something where they would come forward and, let's say, let you know how they truly feel, or perhaps offer you to be in a relationship. Okay, because Page of Pentacles may be a representation of, for some of you, a friendship or just something small. Okay, so there's going to be definitely an offering made to you, Divine Feminine, but again, don't focus yourself or set yourself up for expectations, because you might feel disappointed, because I feel like this Divine Masculine is not quite ready yet to offer you something big at this time. Okay, with the Hierophant card, I feel like this Divine Masculine is recognizing that you both share the spiritual bond, the spiritual connection between you two, even though they might not even tell you that, but there's definitely an understanding that you guys have this soul contract together. Okay, and you're someone that is pretty much meant to be in their life, so they're really acknowledging this. Okay, the Hierophant also might represent committed situation, okay, or even marriage for some. So if you know, let's say, if this divine masculine is not available, or you divine feminine are currently in some sort of committed relationship, this might represent that. But again, it's not going to resonate for all of you out there, okay? So if this is the case, I still see them being in this relationship, or you divine feminine still being in that relationship for some time, because maybe there is some sort of circumstances where this divine masculine, if they're the one in that relationship, they cannot leave that situation at this time, okay? So let's move on to you divine feminine and see what is happening for you. So when it comes to your mental space, where you are at this time towards your divine masculine. Okay, we have the Magician coming through, Major Arcana. Okay, we have the Five of Wands. Okay, and we have the Fool card, another Major Arcana. So, okay, interesting. So, Magician and the Fool. So with the Magician here, I feel like you are aware of your own powers, divine feminine. You're someone that also might be who likes to be in control of the situation, especially when it comes to this connection, okay? For some of you out there, you might be actually, you might possess some powers, you know, you might be psychically gifted, okay, and some of you might be actually practicing that gift, okay, with the Magician card. Now we also have Five of Wands here, which represents some sort of conflict. So there definitely was some sort of either an argument or conflict between you two, and you're still thinking about what has happened. And I feel like you're having a hard time letting go of what happened between you two, and this might even bring you into this inner conflict in regards to this divine masculine. So even though you might be really attracted to them and feeling and knowing that they're your twin flame, however, whatever has happened has really brought you to this state of conflict within yourself, and I feel like you might be really holding some sort of resentment towards this divine masculine at this time. However, with the Magician card, you are able to let things go, because Magician is someone who can do anything pretty much. They do hold the power, and they do have all the tools to make things happen. So I feel like it's all in your hands, but you really need to be careful with your thoughts, because they're really powerful. You're coming out here as the Magician, okay? So you do need to be careful. If your mindset is negative, you do need to let go of that, because you're going to be attracted, you know, more of this conflict into your life. However, if you start focusing on the positive, you're going to start seeing changes, and you're going to attract new things. Now with the Fool card, you are kind of hoping for another chance with this divine masculine, or for some of you, I know it's not going to resonate for all of you, but for some of you divine feminines, you are kind of ready to perhaps even leave the situation with the Fool card and walk away from it completely, okay? Let's see here now. When it comes to your heart space, what's happening for you? So I feel like you are conflicted within your own thoughts, so you are still holding on to this connection. However, I feel you might be at the point where you're ready to let go of this connection because of what happened between you two. Again, it's going to be for some of you, and it might not resonate for all of you, but this is what I'm getting. Now let's see here when it comes to your heart space, what's happening in your heart space. towards this divine masculine. Oh, we have the Devil, Major Arcana. So many Major Arcanas here. We have 7 of Pentacles coming through, so we do have 7 of Pentacles on your part as well, in your heart space. And we do have the Empress, another Major Arcana. So this is the Capricorn energy, and this is Libra, Taurus energy right here. Okay, so I feel like when it comes to your emotions and feelings, you might be in this Devil energy where either you are having a lot of fears when it comes to your own feelings, okay, when it comes to this whole connection with this divine masculine, or there is an obsession, a little bit of obsessive energy here when it comes to your feelings. So you might be really feeling some sort of bound to this connection, or maybe to this, even to this divine masculine. For some of you, I'm going to say there is an addiction where you might be codependent, okay, upon this divine masculine. So if you know you might be struggling with that, then there's definitely needs to be, this aspect needs to be healed within you, okay. So Devil could represent a lot of things. It might be fear, it might be some sort of attachments, it might be addiction. So whatever it is for you, Divine Feminine, you definitely need to work through this energy, because it's not serving you nor this connection at this time. I do see you doing a lot of contemplation as well when it comes to your own feelings too towards this divine masculine, but definitely with the Empress card, you do want some growth, you do want progress in the situation when it comes to, you know, this connection. But this Devil energy is keeping you stuck in some way, okay. But remember that you are the magician, you have the power to overcome anything. So don't get you know, don't get yourself trapped by this Devil energy here, okay. So when it comes to your feelings, you do need to do some work here as well. So I feel like you both need to work on your heart space, because I feel like this divine masculine might be someone who's emotionally unavailable, and you, Divine Feminine, might be too much in your emotions towards this divine masculine, okay. So there's the opposite energy, but you both need to bring these energies into balance, because this divine masculine is actually lacking emotions, and I feel like you, Divine Feminine, just overflow with these emotions towards this divine masculine. So there's definitely needs some work to be done here, okay. So let's see what's actually shifting and changing for you, Divine Feminine. Okay, we have the Page of Pentacles. Interesting. So we do have the Page of Pentacles on your side. So you're kind of mirroring this energy here. Now we have the Two of Wands. And we have the Ten of Cups. Beautiful. So what I'm getting with this Page of Pentacles here, I feel like you both are on the right path of learning, because pages also represent someone who's learning along the way. So I feel like you both are slowly learning when it comes to this connection and this union. So yes, it might take some time, because Pentacle energy is the slowest energy, however, and it is a page represented as a page, so it's pretty much immature just yet, but you are slowly learning on this journey, and you don't need to rush yourself, or, you know, stress out about this connection, because everything happens you know, at the right pace, I feel. So again, with this Page of Pentacles, I feel like there's going to be an opportunity for you and your divine masculine to make amends between you two, okay. And let me just give me a second, because my camera is gonna turn. Sorry guys about that. Okay, so I was saying, so you will get a chance to make amends between you two and really have maybe this new opportunity, if you both really wanted to come together. As I said, it might be a small offering from your divine masculine, however it has the potential to grow into something bigger. We do see the 10 of Cups here, so there's definitely going to be for you divine feminine some sort of an ultimate emotional fulfillment. I don't know whether or not it's going to be in regards to your divine masculine or just overall in your life. I feel like things are starting to improve and you're finally going to be coming into balance with your own emotions. You might be letting go of this devil energy and really just coming into a place of harmony within yourself. And when it comes to this connection to also 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups does represent at times family situation again, so we do have an indication of family or some sort of committed relationship. So I feel like also what this Hierophant 10 of Cups might represent, that in the future, not right now, but in the future, you might end up even getting into committed relationship with this divine masculine. Okay, so there is this potential here. Now with the 2 of Wands, I do see that you still kind of standing at the crossroads and maybe, you know, taking your time to see what decision you need to make in your life. So maybe there's some sort of decision in your life where you divine feminine need to make some sort of like firm decision for yourself and then really go for that decision, and it is indicated here. Okay, so I definitely see you making the right decision and then just following that path, okay, which will lead you to the 10 of Pentacles. I keep saying 10 of Pentacles, I don't know why. So maybe for some of you 10 of Pentacles as well, which might indicate some sort of abundance. Okay, so 10 of Cups here, which is like the emotional fulfillment, okay, and maybe a happy family life. So there's definitely improvement in the situation, okay, if you guys really want to. And I feel like your divine masculine is also working on themselves, so there is some work to do on both of you. However, it will eventually lead you to this potential that I've talked about earlier, okay? So let's see here for the connecting energy. So what's the connecting energy for now between you two? And then we're going to get some oracle cards and messages from your divine masculine. So let's see here. We do have 3 of Cups coming through. Okay. We have 6 of Pentacles. And we have Queen of Cups. Okay. So now we do get Cups energy, which represent emotions here. So with the 3 of Cups, there's definitely a sense for both of you. You do really want to come together. You do want to have some sort of reconciliation, because 3 of Cups is an indication of that. Also 3 of Cups is very light-hearted energy, so you both really want to you know, feel joy and happiness when you guys around one another, okay? You don't want to have this heavy energy surrounding you. And if you look at this card, there's a couple, they're really enjoying one another. So I do feel like you both have the strong sense and feeling of really having you know, this lightness in the connection and this enjoyment in the connection. Now we do have the Six of Pentacles, which is a great energy, which tells me you both really want equal give and take in a situation. You do want for the situation to be healthy, so you both are willing to put work and effort into the situation, and it is reciprocated. Okay, so it's great energy. It's an equal give and take, as I said. So you both are willing to put your work and energy into the situation. Now we also have Queen of Cups, which does talk about a lot of emotions for one another, because Queen of Cups, out of all the queens, is someone who's the most emotional, who represents a lot of, again, a lot of compassion, a lot of love, a lot of care. Okay, so you both really want to feel loved, you both really want to give this love to one another, and there's definitely, you know, Queen of Cups, someone who has a lot of feelings. Okay, so I feel like you both do have this love and emotions towards one another, but again, there's a different aspect right now how you both are handling these emotions. Your Divine Masculine is trying to avoid these emotions, and you Divine Feminine perhaps are drowning in these emotions. So again, you really need to come into balance with your emotions at this time, and that's when, once you do find this balance for yourself and your Divine Masculine too, that's when you guys will be getting an opportunity to come together. Okay, so let's move on with our oracle cards. So first, what I'm going to do is get the Monology card. We are having new moon in Leo very soon. However, if you're watching this video after, because it is timeless, it's still going to resonate. So we have a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. So Spirit is letting us know that there's definitely going to be a conclusion or a resolution to the situation, and it might be very fiery, passionate, or you know, you do need to be careful, because it might also be an energy of you know, conflict, or some sort of, you know, intense emotions are going to be involved, so you do need to be careful. Okay, but there's definitely going to be some sort of conclusion, okay, resolution to your problem. Now I want to grab a few cards for both of you. This is the Soul Past Oracle, so I just want to see where you're at in terms of learning your life lessons. So let's see what your Divine Masculine is currently learning. We have envy. I'm the same as everybody, but with different challenges. Okay, so maybe this Divine Masculine where someone who had a tendency to envy other people because maybe they perceive them as more successful, or they really thought that other people were doing better than them, and Spirit is really, you know, working with them at this time to perhaps release this feeling of envy, because they're just the same as everybody else. Okay, but everybody have their own challenges, and maybe you might perceive someone as very successful, but in truth that person might be going through a lot in their life. But on the surface you might see them as someone who's very lucky, let's say, and some people do possess this envious energies. Okay, so Spirit is really helping this Divine Masculine to release these energies. Okay, because this is something, envy is not a good quality to have. Okay, now for you Divine Feminine, let's see here what you're currently working on. we have imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. Interesting. So perhaps Spirit is pushing you, Divine Feminine, to be more creative in your life, perhaps to have more of a creative approach to any situations you might be facing, okay? Or you might be someone who's very you know, as I said, creative, or have like great imagination, and Spirit is really wanting you to really tap into these energies, because you might not be aware that you possess these gifts, okay? So Spirit is wanting you to, you know, embrace and nourish the creative aspects of your mind. I feel like you might be someone who really uses their mind, and again, you are coming off here as the magician here, so you really maybe need to explore more and really look into these energies, because Spirit is really wanting you to, you know, embrace that. Okay, now for you, Divine Feminine, I just want to pull a few more cards. This is the Work Your Light Oracle here, so I just want to get more information where you're at in your ascension journey at this time. So what else Spirit wants us to know? We have trust and niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? Okay, so I feel this something has to do with your inner feelings, your intuition, okay? So you might be getting some sort of feelings or nudges or niggles, okay? And what is this feeling trying to tell you, okay? So really Spirit is trying to say trust your you know, intuition, because you're receiving these you're receiving these feelings for a reason, so don't disregard them. Just really try to pay attention. Sorry guys, I don't know if you can hear, but there is a truck outside and it might be interrupting a little bit. Okay, now I also want to grab one more oracle card from Spirit Animal deck. Okay, so what's the advice for you, Divine Feminine? I just really want to get an advice for you, and then we'll get some messages from your Divine Masculine. Okay, so we have number 57, Squirrel Spirit, believe in yourself. Again, Spirit is really wanting you to believe in yourself. Maybe you might be struggling with a little bit of having this confidence within yourself, okay, and Spirit really wants you to stop, you know, doubting yourself and trust in your feelings, trust in your intuition, and really have you know, self-confidence. Okay, so that's beautiful. Let me just put it right here. Now let's get into your Divine Masculine messages. Okay, so what would they want to say to you, Divine Feminine, at this time? This Divine Masculine, what would they say to you? Okay, I'm afraid to show you my true feelings. Okay, and we did talk about this a lot with this Emperor card and this King of Swords energy, okay? So definitely they are afraid of showing you how truly they might be caring or how much feelings they have for you at this time. So this is something that definitely they need to work on, because they are coming off as emotionally avoidant or unavailable, okay? We also have, am I good enough for you? Okay, so they're also questioning themselves if they're good enough for you, even though they might be showing you or coming off as this Emperor, okay, someone who's, you know, confident, someone who's in control of everything, but deep down they are lacking this confidence within themselves, okay, and they might be scared even after you know, things went wrong between you two, or perhaps what has happened between you two has really led them to this feeling of feeling shamed, and now they're not even sure if you might even see them as good enough. Okay, so they're still struggling with overcoming and also believing in themselves. So I feel like you both might be mirroring this energy, because we did get this card, believe in yourself, for you, Divine Feminine. Okay, okay, it says, I'm overwhelmed with mixed emotions for you. So there's definitely a lot of intense feelings this Divine Masculine have, and at times they might be also very overwhelmed, and that's why they're also trying to stay in control, because they don't want to feel overwhelmed, because this is something they might not be used to, or they're feeling very uncomfortable when all of these emotions come through. They don't know how to deal with them. Okay, and let's get one more message. This one says, you turn me on in so many ways. Okay, so there's definitely a lot of sexual attraction towards you, Divine Feminine, and we did see that with the Strength card here, and with the Three of Cups here. So there's definitely this magnetic pull and attraction, this chemistry that they feel towards you, Divine Feminine. Okay, so that's all I have for you, my dear Sagittarius. I hope it has resonated. If not, check your Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. And I'm sending you absolute love and light. And I will see you guys in my next readings. Take care. Bye-bye.